in the Snobs podcast.
It's empty, Gail.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Friday night at 8:30. The Dan Pratfall means that it is time for the show. Welcome. I am your host, Mick Manhattan, joined as my fellow hosts here, Mr. Paulie Shorty, and then Shorty, and then the madman, Casey, the man, Plot. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you today? Let's talk about it.
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Have any of you committed war crimes lately?
No.
War crimes or more
managed
crimes?
to avoid a few war crimes. Just a couple. But remember, guys, it's never a war crime the first time. So as long as it's the first time and you're inventive, you're fine.
I like that.
Here's my issue with that, and you saying it on a podcast. I don't know what people who are in charge will actually believe that and use it as a defense. And considering this is a court case tonight, I don't need international law being changed because of the scene snobs. That's not the embracity I want to assert. The embracity I want to do today. Embracity. The absurdity I want to embrace today.
Well, no, I love that you're embracing. We should embrace it more.
Oh, new shirt idea.
I like it. Can you put me with like the gown and then the cool little white wig that goes all the way down from my body?
I was hoping against, and you don't have to. That's why I would never tell anybody to do it. But I was like, I kind of hope for some reason Paul's dressed like that tonight. I tried. Did you bring a gavel?
I got something I can gavel with. I just can't show you what it is.
I brought one if you want me to use it.
Effective.
Oh, wow.
I actually have one of those judges' wigs, so I can't wait to be a judge.
I thought you were going to wear it too. I wanted to get one.
I thought about it, but I decided I'm going with a different prosecutor aspect. So there were many ways I could have gone. I mean, there was a Giuliani character I could have pulled out, going through some very famous prosecutors throughout time. But I decided that the classic Southern lawyer is a real winner.
The Matlocks of them all.
Exactly.
I love it. We'll get to the movie court later, though. We're going to start some fun stuff. Oh, did I tell you I saw a bunny today?
No.
I did. I saw a bunny. Now
did you go to Shenanigans?
No, I didn't go to Shenanigans yet. I'll get going, though, because those wings are delicious.
Right? That's where they have all that weird crap on the walls.
Wrong Shenanigans. The Shenanigans has maybe Hep C.
That's weird stuff in the walls. That's weird. Even
it's
more
all
crazy.
from the rats. The rats.
Just don't embrace it the walls.
Sure.
Sure.
The wall.
God.
Don't you dare make that a thing.
Mix embracing some walls.
Oh, son of a bitch. He's goading me because he's the prosecution and I'm the defense. And,
He's already in the skin. He's got it.
Getting in your head. I'm like Kobe.
He's getting in my head. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I'm going to tell my bunny story. That's what. So we all know I love animals. Remember my cock? I always talked about the cock before he disappeared.
Yep.
I still can't find him. He's gone. My cock has been gone forever. It's a glorious cock, and now I'm just left with this small little pud. But you know, I can't. I'll break. I can't do that. So it snowed here where we are, and we got nothing major. We just got a nice little dusting, or whatever. And I like to go look at it, so I looked out the front door window and I'm staring, and there's a little bunny right outside the front door window on its hind legs with its arms up like so. For the people listening, they're just up staring at me. It didn't move. We just stood there for like a solid 5 minutes just staring at each other. I was so scared. I wanted to call everybody over to come look at the window, and I did, but I was like, it's not going to last. It still lasted. And I felt like this magical moment. And I was like, I'm like staring at a bunny who just seems friendly, seems very cute, like moving the ears around and stuff, and like my own little Judy Hopps brother or whatever, Hopper brother. And because it wasn't a girl, his dick was bigger than mine. So it was like one of those things where like it was just maybe that's what it was doing.
It was just getting off.
showing off.
It was uncomfortably staring at you, and you didn't know it was actually self-loving.
It was
No.
No, those arms were up. Those arms were like cute and perched.
Hey man, they've got some impressive feats with those tiny feet. Those back feet can do work. They're fast.
I go to my wife, right? I think it wants to be my friend. And I believed that, Casey. My heart truly believed that this bunny wanted to be my friend.
I have zero doubts.
So I felt I needed to go out and say hello to my bunny friend, my funny bunny friend. And there was a little bit of heartbreak when I gently and quietly opened that door, and it was gone.
Oh man. So I've got 3 options here. So number 1,
Ghost bunny.
It was Ghost Bunny. You know, I'm going with Ghost Bunny right out the gate. It could have been a Ghost Bunny. It could have been your friend. It could still want to be your friend, but it's a Ghost Bunny. So it's going to be a different kind of relationship than you were anticipating. Number 2, there's a very good chance that you survived an attack from a rabid, big fangs and claws and deadly bunny a la Monty Python. So there's a very good chance it could have been Holy Grailed.
It's hiding outside for me, laying in wait.
Just waiting, man. Be careful next time you go to your car. It's going to chuck your freaking Achilles heels, and it's all over. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Third option,
Oh,
it
no.
was totally just flashing you. And the moment you made any move, it was like, I got to go.
I hope not. I hope there was a 4th option, and that it saw and looked at me and said Nimrod, and was planning a desired amount of tricks to play on me, like bending my shotgun backwards so it blows up in my face instead of its.
Yes.
Although maybe it will trick me to go after a duck rather than go after it. So
Yeah, because maybe it's duck season.
it's it's rabbit season.
Maybe it was a skinwalker and trying to figure out if it wanted to be you.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
I
I don't need the 5th option. Don't give me the 5th option.
Nobody's tuned in for a 5th option. That's terrible. Although I love it, Paul. That's actually a really good one.
We got Sturdy here. I want to say what's up, Sturdy. Thank you for joining in.
What up, Sturd?
Sturdy bird. Wow.
Was the bunny black? It was grayish. It was a dark grayish. Not
Yeah, kind of like Nicolas Cage's hair.
actually, in the new movie, in The Carpenter's Son, for sure.
Amazing.
I did want to be a Disney princess.
Right. You want to be able to just sing to it.
Want to be a Disney princess?
And they all like fly over. It starts sweeping the floor for you. You get some mice to be incredible tailors. Like, it would be rad.
Yo, if I had a house filled with woodland animals that were cleaning my house for me and making my suits and stuff, and any one of you came over, there's no way you're not calling PETA.
No, are you kidding me? I'm joining in. I'm going to see what they can do for me.
Ring.
God bless.
I mean, I'll give them treats. I don't know how to pay animals.
With
With
love.
admiration and love.
Yes.
I wouldn't do that unless I can get my big, beautiful cock back.
That's fair. Yep.
And my bunny and my cock would come and save me.
Yeah, the hops and cock.
My God. Oh my God. No, my spirit animal is that drunk raccoon in Virginia.
100%. Oh my gosh, I love that freaking thing. That is my 20-year-old spirit animal. That raged drink and passed out on the toilet. I'm like, that was me. That was
Dude, you remember those days?
Oh yeah, well, not well.
Not well, yeah.
They happened, and I was there.
Casey got to a point where he's like, he realized I just needed to stop drinking.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, many nights where we looked like that raccoon.
Hell yeah.
The bathroom floors, dude.
Hell yeah.
Our bathroom floor when we lived together.
That was my bed. Bed 3.
Oh,
yeah.
that was amazing.
That's the best. Was it cold?
I
it was
couldn't
cold,
fit in there. It would have been mine, but I couldn't fit in there.
Yeah, it was a weird, like, kind of slim, like, walkway between the tub and the actual bathroom. So it was like when I did fall asleep on there, it wasn't as comfortable as some previous bathrooms because
I got you.
apparently bathroom sleeping was a thing for me. Although now it's wintertime, so I'm fine. If I get too drunk or I get too overheated, I just step outside. I'm fine. Although I just don't drink like that. I just save all of that and just don't drink that way anymore. My liver's been very grateful for years.
It's good. Hey, you got in your liver CrossFit. That's all that matters. Stronger for it.
Oh no, Casey was a pro.
The worst profession you can be.
Yeah.
Well, I always like to liken myself to Bogart. You know, I consider myself a drunkard, a man of the world.
No, that's more.
Fair.
That's more Connery.
What if I go Connery? It's more like this. This is the stronger.
I can't do it. I'm
He's
doing
more
it, but I can't do it.
You're right. Bogart's more up here. This is more like him. He's looking at you, kid. So there's my anchor. Yeah.
You're so selfish. I can't do
You
it.
guys make me want to watch Casablanca every week, and it pisses me the fuck off because I can't keep watching it every week.
There's no accent for Rick.
In my mind, that's the accent.
You need to get rid of the slur of the S's for Bogart, unless it's like hard, because it's like New York hard. It's like
Well, because he's
she.
hey.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's the one.
That
Yeah.
turns more to Jimmy Cagney, see? And he's
Now,
a little
do-
higher.
do-
He's way up here.
Yeah, but do William Randolph Hearst. Right.
William Randolph Hearst? He was a paper guy. You mean Orson Welles as William Randolph Hearst?
Dude, they hated each other.
I know, it was awesome.
Oh, it was so crazy. You know, it was loosely. They made a movie about it, but it was like kind of always like a folklore in Hollywood. I think it's true, but he wrote. Orson Welles wrote or didn't write it, but he made Citizen Kane to make fun of William Randolph Hearst because William
believe
Randolph
it.
Hearst
For the whole thing to be about spoilers, for the whole thing to be about a sled and his failed childhood. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely mocking a human being. And it's a pretty sick dig for 2.5 hours to sit through that. It's just for him to be like, you're such a loser. Your best friend in your life was a sled.
No, you want to know something even crazier? It was even more of a dig, and here's how it was more of a dig. And this was in the movie, and I had seen it talked about and other things. Like, again, rumors, nothing substantiated, but there's a movie called RKO 281 that handles this rumor. Liev Schreiber as Orson Welles. He's great. You'll love it. They named the sled Rosebud because William Randolph Hearst's mistress, that was his name for her clitoris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they found out about that through rumors. Like somebody told them, and they put it in there. And supposedly that's what made William Randolph Hearst go fucking livid because she was crying over it.
Well, good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm
you
not
upset his
scared.
mistress. Okay, so you've already broken a couple vows there. Basically destroyed whatever relationship and trust and then built another relationship on mistrust, and you're upset about that? Come on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Who else does that remind you of? Everyone.
I know one or two. I know a couple.
I think rich people are just fantastic.
Delightful.
What, everyone? Rich people.
I'm enjoying my coffee.
Let's
Thinking about the plebes.
The plebes. You know who else wasn't thinking about the plebes? Warner Brothers. When they sold themselves to Netflix. And there's a lot of discourse on this. So for almost $83 billion, Netflix is seemingly, it's not finished, it's not finalized, and there's actually some pushback from some different organizations, and maybe even administration is being hinted. I don't know why. They have a lot of their own issues to deal with, but we'll see if it goes through. I do think it will, but it seems like Netflix has acquired Warner Brothers, and of course HBO Max
and Discovery.
And Discovery, yeah. Before we talk about this, though, what do we feel about this? Like, how do you guys feel about hearing that news?
I had to fact check it at first because I was like, "There's no way," and then I was like, "Okay, it's real." Being naive and stupid, I thought it'd be actually kind of cool. I was like, "Oh well, I kind of do enjoy Netflix movies, and HBO's been on track for a while, so I think them grouping together would be good." So optimistic about them merging, but I don't quite know where all their differences are, artistic differences, or how they handle things. So I could be 200% wrong. They're just gonna mess up stuff.
I think you're going to be wrong, but I not because I think you're like stupid or how do I put it? Like not because I don't think you don't know what you're talking about. I think you're going to be wrong only because I don't trust corporations to make art.
Sure,
is the only thing. Like Netflix is fun, but it's soulless.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I land on it. So Netflix was something great when it came out. It had this initial beautiful idea. It was when it became a studio, it was even cooler. They were putting out stuff that we all loved, and it was just fantastic. My concern becomes, how is this going to affect the streaming market? Because now that you have one company holding these giant streamers, what is that going to look like? We saw Disney do it with Hulu, and now they're shutting down Hulu. So what does this become for HBO Go or HBO Max, whatever it is now? I really hope it gives Netflix the opportunity to reboot some Skinamax movies. I think we've discussed it before. We need some that softcore action again. So we'll see if Netflix gets edgy there. But on the more serious side, I'm not sure how it's going to affect this sort of releases. What are we going to see? I know they're saying they're not going to interfere. They're still going to continue to make movies and allow WB to, spread its wings and fly. I don't know what that looks like, though. I don't know if they're suddenly going to come in and be like, hey, you know what? We understand the direction that you're taking the DCEU, James Gunn. We dig that, but we're just going to co-opt and do a bunch of our own stuff anyway. And it could be a problem where we flood the market and we have the same kind of struggles we had with Marvel when they were on a roll and they just kind of overkilled a little bit. And admittedly, I do miss some of those Marvel releases. They kind of hit the brakes too hard. And I feel like the pendulum swing went the other direction in a rough way. So I'm hoping we don't see that with WB stuff. They're on a good path. They're on a good way forward. And Discovery, man, this means maybe we could get more Deadliest Catch. And with Netflix money backing, I would love to see some of that. And maybe they mix in some Stranger Things with the Gold Rush show or something like that. Let's get crazy. Let's get
wild. I don't want that. That's ridiculous. Johnny actually says in the comments that not Discovery, they're breaking up the secular network television stuff, so it's just Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I'm surprised. That's a very short amount of time they would have been together because that was a merger that happened in 2023, I think.
Yeah, that was.
I think it started in 2022. This is going to be. I think this is going to be bad because look what happened to Disney. Disney acquired Lucasfilms, it's Fox, Marvel, all of these things, and they oversaturated the market with everything and bastardized a lot of it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They didn't take their time. It's not like they were like, let's really plan this out. Like, I'm still mad about the Star Wars trilogy, the last Star Wars trilogy, because you didn't take your time. You didn't get directors together to work. And we were talking about this before the show, Paul, the 28 Years Later movies.
Right.
And that's not the only time or idea that's happened where they've shot a trilogy back to back to back. Of course, Lord of the Rings was one. They shot 2 and 3 of Back to the Future back to back. So that way, when it was released, there was a planned story, right?
Right.
Out of anything, because you can say whatever you want about the prequels, but it is one fine story. It works.
Absolutely.
It's a story from beginning to end about Anakin before he becomes Vader, and it works. George Lucas knew what he wanted to show, whether you side things about it or not. You may other little peripheral things or storylines and stuff. Regardless, it is a trilogy and it works. Why wouldn't, when Disney acquired this, take the time to do it? They put out a movie. Casey, what was our thing? We went to see a movie. Every time Star Wars movie was in theaters, we went to go see it, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And that was every year at one point. And that
every year.
We were excited, but we didn't go see the last one in theaters because of all of the stuff. I actively said there are 2 movies that I was a kid and you would have told me, I didn't go to theaters purposely not to see them there. I was going to wait because I didn't want to give up my money. And it would be Justice League, and the Rise of Skywalker. Even if you just said those titles, I'd be like, "You're a liar." I don't want to talk.
Of course, I'm going to want to see those.
Yeah, so when Warner Brothers, great. DC is hot; it's on fire. Yeah, there's a lot of shows. HBO has a vast amount of shows, and right now, are they looking at Peacemaker? Are they what's going to happen? Sinners wasn't even on the top 25 list of Rolling Stone. right? And the reason I say that, the reason I bring that up is I was a big monumental movie for Warner Brothers this year.
Yeah, it was a fantastic movie. It was a great movie, but it is wild that what are we going to see? I think the fears have assailed me, and I am definitely concerned with where's it going to go? Because are we going to see it's too few people in charge of too many services. And when you start to do that and work that way, you lose so much of your creativity. You lose so much of the vision and of the sight and of the purpose of some of these shows and movies and storytelling in general. Mm-hmm. So I'm really concerned about that. And I hope it doesn't just turn everything vanilla and bland.
Yeah, it's going to be franchises. I didn't want Paramount to get this. I was so adamant about Paramount not getting their hands on this because they're going to AI and disgusting human beings. Yep. And this is the second worst. If any other studio was going to pick it up, honestly, I probably wouldn't happiest with Universal, but I wish they stayed separate. And I wish we could go back. I regret being happy when Disney bought Marvel and then bought Lucasfilms. Because how many properties from Warner Brothers? Well, Warner Brothers is one of the oldest studios. How many properties are going to go and fall by the wayside?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to get. Netflix doesn't care about movies; they care about their algorithm,
right?
And it's soulless, and it's like, I'm not saying they don't make good movies, but it's not because Netflix is making those. Like, this is all right. I'm going to get on a fucking rant. Here's what pisses me off is like I hear so many motherfuckers out here talking about how
they forgot about Trey.
I forgot about Trey. No, these threw me off. No, I hear so many of these motherfuckers, these creators out here talk about movies, and they're talking about this, and they're like, this is terrible for this reason, this reason, this reason. And you're not wrong, but at the same time, let's really think about who makes these movies. There's a reason there are good movies on Netflix, and that's the fucking filmmakers.
Yeah.
The fucking filmmakers make those good movies. And the ones that are algorithm, like all the Ryan Reynolds ones that have the name Red in them, or the Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or whatever the hell, like every time they make something like that, it's soulless and there's nothing in it. You can tell you made it to an algorithm. Honestly, it's why I got out of making shit and thumbnails from AI, because every time I looked at it, I was like, this looks like it has absolutely no heart or give or control. You know, or any artistic capabilities. And I'm not putting AI down. I think AI is a good tool. I use it for editing. I use it for other things that will really help me, you know, when I need it.
Sure.
But honestly, it's going in the wrong direction of art, and it's taking the heart and the soul out of it. And I'm done. I'm done with these corporations. So I'm going to say to you all, if you like a movie on Netflix, go look at other stuff that the filmmakers made, the director, not the actor. Fuck celebrities. I'm done with celebrities. They're all idiots who read the fucking lines. Fine. I'm done. Like
multiple times too. It's not like it's one shot that they nail it. I mean, you got guys who do it 40 freaking times and they pick the best one. So that's not really, whatever.
I mean, they're fine. Like, it's a craft, and that's great. Do I think they should make $50 million for a movie? No. No actor who's made insane amounts of money deserved it. I don't care, because those movies aren't really making money. They might be making money, but they're not making it back. They're not helping the studios. That's why they're all selling to each other. So lower your budgets. Pay the people who need it, like the visual effects artists who make you look good, the stunt teams that make you look good, Mr. Cruz, all these other things that, you know, you were pumping out and thinking you are the reason, because guess what? Nobody's going to your movies because you're a movie star anymore. Yeah. It's over now. True. It's over. They want influencers and other things more than you. And you're just going to keep going that way. So keep taking your $50 million paydays, RDJ, you know, because all you're doing is ruining the movie. All you're doing is taking away money, not even taking away. Like, you can't do it $2 million.
Right.
You can't do it. That's too fucking much for you. That's too fucking much for you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not, I am shaming him because it's too fucking much, because it takes it out of the budget. And not to mention their inflated budgets anyway.
Yeah.
If you put more money into good filmmakers coming on and decidingly, I'm going to make art and collaborate with people, not just fuck around and do your algorithm bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm so fucking, I'm over it. I'm like, this isn't filmmaking and it's killing the industry I love.
Yeah. The hope is here that because so much of it has become in these small pots, these small groups that own the vast majority, that we can only hope that there's enough independent stuff that continues to pump out and continues to create greater creators on that tier. It's also scary because we do have the idea of the streaming algorithms. We need the numbers. We need to make sure that that works. And how often are these shows just background shows? The idea of the background movies, you know, the second screen viewing. There's a lot of things that are kind of coming to a head. And I think it's very interesting to see what happens over the course of the next 3 years, because things have been happening a lot faster. And especially now with this, I'm willing to give it a shot to see how far it falls, to see what rises in its place, because no great mountain has risen and remained. It usually does one of two things. It falls off or it becomes a volcano and just explodes over everything and we get Vesuvius. So I'm excited to see which direction it goes. Either way, it's mass destruction is coming.
You know what it is? It's every other decade. And this is just during the time of filmmaking. Every other decade has a boom of like independence. Or something that's going to usher in that's new and creative,
right?
And that comes from the fact that the conglomerates are overreaching, doing stuff. And to touch down on your point, Johnny, if you blame the audiences and say that they're culpable in the death of Hollywood, then you do. I'm not putting this on you because Johnny, you're a really smart dude. A lot of people say that. A lot of filmmakers will say that too, and that is just bullshit. Audiences aren't culpable for the death of an industry if the industry's doing what it's supposed to and treating it like an art and not a business. So when you start making those soulless things, people do become, I don't want to say culpable because I don't agree with that, but I want to say they become sort of stagnant about it all.
Well, because they're very much so led by whatever direction they're being taken. We are, in a way, we're herd animals.
Yeah.
Okay, we are gonna follow the crowd. That's who we are. It's what we do. We've seen the people stand in random lines, and they're like, "Why am I here?" They don't know what they're standing in line for. People just get in lines. We're weird like that. So
Yes.
I think one of the big things here is to think what happened when like the studio system finally broke. You know, things along those lines. We've seen the system start. They become money-making industries, and then something breaks it, and we see the same thing again. So we're gonna see, like you said, about 10 years, we'll see a whole new wave, and one can only hope that we usher in something cool, like the next Kevin Smith is waiting around the corner, or wearing a sweet hat, sitting in a screen above me. Like that's plausible. So
well, you know what it is too. It also comes down to like the audiences aren't going to come if there's, and they're going to go with what's easiest if it's expensive. Like inflation is going to kill it, and that's not the audience being culpable. And that, the inflation is going to kill people going to the theaters. The theater experience is being killed because the etiquette of theaters isn't being reinforced, and it is dismal. And I go to theater probably more than most people, just to review movies, things like that. And there's never not a phone on.
Yeah,
there's never not someone talking. Alcohol in theaters is a terrible idea.
I agree with that.
It's it's one of those things. I've been ones where they have the recliners and that's comfortable, but I've never not been in one where somebody starts sleeping and snoring.
Hi,
I'm
that guy.
So, and the technology at home has been getting better and better. So if the technology at home is getting better and better, and the theater experience is getting more expensive and harder, and the studios are not helping the theaters at all. Sorry, I love the popcorn buckets, but the popcorn buckets aren't going to do it. They're not going to get me out there every time because it's not worth it.
Right.
So Johnny says, then explain why the audience didn't show up for was probably the best Predator. You're insane. Like, you can't argue that. First of all, it came out in November. Dude, it came out in November after a 40-day, not even after, but like a 40-day government shutdown. So people were out of work. Hundreds of thousands of people are out of work. Our inflation is higher than ever. Affordability is terrible. And I'm not making this political. But yeah, people can't go to theaters. They can't do it right now. This is the time for that independent burst.
Yep.
Independent filmmakers, get the fuck out there. Make interesting stories, interesting stuff. And you're not going to get the money. So you got to start getting more creative, because people are watching your shit on TikTok. People are watching your stuff on YouTube. Make stuff. Don't do it for the idea of this money. Maybe you could sell out and go to Netflix later. I don't care, but you know, you got to make your money somehow. But make movies. Get these independent booms now. Make your mark. This is the time to do it.
Now's the time, and it is a massive luxury. I mean, theaters and movie going is a luxury item. There was a time when we grew up in the 90s and going to the theater was a big deal. And that's why when we had money, our little, you know, pennies we rubbed together, that was something that we did as the matinees. You find the extra ones, the $5 movie showings, you know, random stuff like that. That's what it becomes about. You no longer can rely on a consistent group to come to your movie unless you are basically catering to the wealthy. So now catering to the wealthy means you're not making a product for everyone or even for yourself. You're making it for a very specific small group of people who just want to see their other friends in those movies. So it becomes this vicious cycle that we're kind of stuck in. And I agree 100%, Mick, things are better at home. We have better systems at home. And honestly, when times are tough like this, and I don't know about you guys, but when it's holiday season, times are tough. I go back to movies I love. I'm not worried about going out and seeing the movie. That's not an experience I'm going to consistently share. It's nice like day after Christmas to be able to go to a movie. That's something cool to do. But if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards.
And this is a great argument. There's actually a lot more I would love to discuss on this. So I would love to make this a topic down the line. But to your point, Johnny, only to say this, like, I get what you're saying, but it's your biases that are making you think audiences are culpable. What you're saying, why didn't they show up for the Thunderbolts? Arguably the best movie, a Marvel movie in 5 years. Yeah, that is arguably the best Marvel movie in 5 years. I
100% agree with that. Yep.
And as movie fans, you know, all of us, of course, but as movie fans, we can appreciate that. As Marvel fans, we can appreciate that. But their marketing was poor in a year where lots of populations are getting scooped up and put in prisons, so they're not going to go to theaters. You know, there's an affordability situation we just talked about. Cons are down. All events are down ticket-wise because of that, because of inflation. So, like, blame, and also, yeah, it was a tough time. We were being told since 2020 that, you know, COVID and things like that play a factor in this. Theaters did not make it better to come back out. We tried to come back out afterwards because we wanted to get the fuck out. But we tried, and they weren't making it easier. The prices were going up because they needed to recoup things. It was getting wild. So it really comes down to the industry doing this. You should never blame your audience. Because, listen, why don't I have 20,000 subscribers, 2 million subscribers, all this shit? Do I blame the audience? No, I don't blame the audience, because when the audience shows up, it's because they're showing up for something that's good. Now, Thunderbolts is good, but you got to market that shit, and they didn't, and they didn't do a good job with it. And I listen, I was all in, but again, movie fan and Marvel fan, and I think the audiences will show up if you give them a reason to show up.
100%.
You know, Superman did that this year for me.
Oh, absolutely. And look, there are certain things that we are going to accept our niche. They're mega niche. They are a system that because they went so hard in the paint and added so much, we had too much, and people got splintered in that MCU faction. So after arguably one of the greatest runs of any movie series ever, I mean, I think Endgame wrapped up one of the most fantastic things we've ever seen, and we got to experience. So after that, they followed. And so when something great like Thunderbolts comes out, there's already such a crew that has a bad taste in their mouth, so that's already affecting it. So when you blame the audience, you're not putting you're not pointing that ire and that feelings where it belongs. And those are the people who made the movie, who didn't market it properly, who didn't actually try to pull everyone back in. They just went, if you like Marvel, go watch our movie.
Yeah.
And
they made a popcorn bucket that was a butthole.
That is true.
All right. We have movie court coming up tonight. That's our first one, and I'm a little nervous. So, but I thought because I'm defending Jenny tonight in defense of Jenny Kern from Forrest Gump, I thought it might be fun for us to do top 5 annoying characters. I'm excited for this one. I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you guys have. So without further ado, we're going to start with our judge. What you got for us, Paul?
I'll start with my number 5. That's Governor Snow from the Hunger Games.
Annoying, huh?
Yeah, man. Like, don't hold a grudge about some ex you fucked over, and then some other girls from that district, and you just want to be butthurt by it. Like, grow up, man. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
That makes sense. Like,
that's a great answer for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, I'll go next because I want to see what Casey's going to say. Willie Scott from Temple of Doom.
Oh my god, yes. That's so good. Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, she was awful.
So annoying.
God. But good enough to get to bag the director.
That's true. That is true.
All she had to do.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is a combo. This is Chester Greenberg and Jesse Montgomery III from Dude, Where's My Car? The two main characters. That movie is miserable. They are annoying the entire time. The only thing that's really funny is everyone else around them.
I can't argue with that whatsoever. All right. That's a deep pull too. I appreciate that one. And with that one, kick us off with your number 4, Case.
All right. My number 4 is Elliot Moore from The Happening, portrayed by Mark Wahlberg, because he's doing science over here.
Everybody shut up.
but it's the bees. Where are they going?
Right? Where the bees go. So Mark Wahlberg, not a terrible actor, but buddy, if he's not in the right role, it's clear.
I disagree.
I hated his wife more than him. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, donkey. I was in Play Dirty. Did you see that movie?
I mean, come on, he's great in Ted when he's playing himself.
Ted's the better part. I like him sometimes. I like him when he's with good comedians.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go next. My number 3 or number 4 is Samuel from Babadook.
Ooh.
Okay. Kid. Yes. Yep. Oh my god.
Yeah,
the fucking kid crying, man. I've never wanted to hit a kid more in my life.
I would have. It's so terrible. I feel bad because he's a kid and he but I felt bad for that mom more.
Dude, I felt for the mom. Like when I first watched that movie, I think we went and saw the Babadook together, Mick.
Oh my god, probably.
I was a fan of it, and then I saw it again when it came on TV years later, and I was like, that poor mother. That poor mother.
I like the movie because it is harsh. It really is. That kid is nuts. But yeah, that's a wild one. Paul, what's your number 4?
I like your 4 better than mine because I had to take a fucking Excedrin when I watched that movie just because of that kid screaming. I was like, holy shit. Anyway, my number 4, because I was blessed with a good relationship with my big brother, I cannot stand Buzz McAllister.
Okay,
I thought about him on the ride home, dude. I was like, Buzz McAllister would have been a good one too, because at the end he's like, "I love you, Kevin," and it's like, but you've been a jerk the whole time.
The whole time.
And then sequel, it's not like he changed.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like Kevin's like harassing him. He just wants to be a part of his brother's life, and his brother's just like.
But what's messed up is
like, fuck you, Buzz.
He lets the other brothers hang out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is the weirdest mix of brothers. It's like 4 redheads and a blonde.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the deal is here.
Milkman.
And if you want the same scenario, just go to Shenanigans. They also have 4 redheads and 1 blonde.
Ew.
Now on Uber Eats.
All
right, I'll kick us off. Number 3, mine is any Pauly Shore comedy movie.
Oh,
him in any movie is annoying.
You don't like Biodome or any of those?
I didn't say no. I didn't. Well, Biodome's funny, but I think the movies, Pauly Shore is annoying in all of them.
Yep.
Damn.
But the ones that Pauly Shore didn't or weren't like tailored directly for him, or that he didn't have control over, are less annoying.
Yeah, like the Goofy movie. He's wonderful in that.
Yeah, he's very rarely in it, and you don't see his face adding to the terrible voice.
There you go, Casey.
What was the other one?
Diesel.
Encino Man's great, but he's not the reason it's great.
Encino Man is wonderful, and I will give that one. In the Army Now is miserable. Son-in-Law is pretty funny, but that's because the dad's reactions are what I laugh at more.
I watch that now, and it's grating. Like, well, no, I don't watch that now. My wife will put it on for like Thanksgiving or something, and I'm like, everything he does, it's not being himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's putting on a show. And now, if you got any other actor to just be himself, like you were telling a story, not servicing a fucking comedian, you know, it's which another reason I don't like comedies that do that where they service the comedians versus tell a good story with a comedian. Is he's just fucking annoying. I'm just going to end it there. He sucks.
Totally fair.
That's my number three. I don't want to talk about Pauly stupid Shore anymore.
Well, I guess that ruins me trying to be Pauly Shore as an elf for our Christmas episode because I was going to bring that up.
Please do it.
No, you can do it. Just don't be annoying.
Well, how else am I supposed to do it?
That's how you do it.
And
then watch Mick slowly blow his top, like progressively.
Dude, it's a drinking episode. I don't know that I would do that. I don't. You can dress like an elf on the shelf. I don't know that I would pull a Pauly Shore. There's a character list I'll send you.
That works. It'll be whimsical.
There's only I got to dress up as Maria.
Oh,
For that one Halloween where it was like all of our hated movie characters. I almost wore that wig tonight because I didn't have like a white wig.
All right. We'll make a deal then. Next time for movie court, we all have to have a white wig of some sort. A wig, just a wig. It doesn't matter what wig.
I honestly think we should dress up for whatever country's thing we're arguing.
I'm in.
Like this would be America, right? So like maybe a Southern judge, you know, like we'll make. I'll be my cousin Vinny.
Did you say you? What's a you?
I love it. Mama Boucher and Waterboy. Desmond says that's a good one too. Yeah, I love Kathy Bates.
Think about
that. Annie Wilkes was annoying.
Yeah, Annie Wilkes was very annoying and scary,
but on purpose and beautifully.
Right.
Like I love that she was so annoying because it worked. Like it was really well done. But yeah,
she was an awful fan, and I love the awful fan cliche. I think it works really well.
I had one of those, and let me tell you, worrying about whether you're going to die, not fun.
Hey, Chihuahua.
Oh yeah. All right. Who's next? I went. You
went, yeah.
Yes.
Paul.
Paul, you go.
Number 3, correct? Yes, sir.
Yep. Number 3.
I went with Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. I've never hated a human being more in my life, and that's annoyed me.
Okay.
Nice.
Like I almost wish, because unfortunately I didn't read the book, so don't crucify me, anyone watching or listening.
I didn't read the
book. But like, I wish they gave more of a backstory of why she was just so hateful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be able to justify it because I'm just like, you're just a pain in the ass.
You know, it's funny, and I'm this is pure conjecture because like I never read the books and I don't understand the movies as well because I'm not a huge fan of the movies. And they're great movies. They're just not my thing. So
Gotcha.
like I'll watch them, but like if I'm really got to choose, I'm going to choose Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
you know, that's the type of fantasy I like to go for.
Same.
That and like I don't know, role play.
like heavy metal 2000.
Role
I do
play.
love heavy metal.
Speaking of role play, my number 3 is Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey. And the reason is because he didn't just strangle that chick.
Okay.
Because she is awful. I am not a Dakota Johnson fan in any way, shape, or form.
I like her outside of movies.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Yes, outside of movies, she's fantastic. She's one
good actor.
Yep. But her acting, nah.
I want her to end up being a contestant on some game show, like a mainstay.
Like Hollywood
just-
Squares, she's the
like
middle.
that, and just be a dick to people, because I feel like she's very good at like being a dry dick to people.
Absolutely.
No one likes a dry dick.
No one likes to try.
I didn't mean it like that.
She definitely chafes everyone she's around.
I'm gonna use that in at least 10 sentences tomorrow with customers just to see if they get it. They'll be like, "Hey, is your gate working today?" I'll be like, "Nah, it's just being a dry dick today. I'm sorry about that." They're gonna be like,
I hope somebody looks at you and goes running through the car wash.
"They probably will."
Oh.
And Johnny, we're gonna have to talk off camera. I want to know why you're oddly attracted to her.
Oh, it's her
I am
floral
probably-
outfits, man.
It's
Meow.
the same.
Scrappy Doo is pointless. They did make him pointless in those Scooby Doo movies.
Scrappy Doo was always annoying, though. He was
Yeah,
pointless in the movie,
yeah.
though.
That was his
And-
thing.
He was cute in the comics.
Yeah.
You know, it's always nice to look at a puppy. But if that puppy woke up on hind legs and was like, "Puppy power," you'd kick it across the football field.
I think its entire purpose of Scrappy Doo was just to show how reserved Scooby Doo really was.
An uncle that just isn't going to snap.
It's just, he's going to be patient. He's going to be considerate. I tell you what, I think I needed more characters like that in my life growing up.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He is very patient and kind. We got Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Barney. It was not it wasn't a win either way.
No, just threatening your wives is wild, and smoking cigarettes behind the old bedrock. Jar Jar Binks is an annoying one. He's not on my list. In
Not on
fact,
my
not on
list.
mine.
all
I
right,
actually
all
like
right.
Burger Binks.
You know what? We're going to talk about that one day, because I feel like that's an age thing. I think you're at the right age to like Jar Jar Binks, whereas we were older.
Yep.
And it wasn't Chewy. You know what I mean? Like, just like, what
That's
are you giving me? But I over the years, I don't mind him as much. I don't like him, but he wasn't in the second and third one as much, so I just don't care.
And also,
And-
a lot of worse things have come out since then, like substantially worse and
Yeah.
way worse characters. So Jar Jar's he's not nearly as bad.
No, you're right. They actually somehow made Snoke. No, you know what? I'm not doing this. He was an
No.
character. I'm not doing
Another
this.
day.
Oh,
Another
you
day.
tell us what was your three again? One more for the cheap sheets.
Mine,
Oh, I'm
Christian Grey.
You're Christian Grey. What was your number three, Paul?
Dolores Umbridge.
Oh, Dolores Umbridge. That's right. We talked about all of them. God, I'm just like, I can't wait for my number one. All right, I'll go first in this one. Bella Swan.
Bullshit.
Yes.
She
That's
is
my number
so
two. No, that's
annoying.
my number two. No, that's my number two. That's why I was like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Casey's changing it.
Yeah, I'll explain my change shortly. Please.
Okay. What's your number
Listen,
two?
Bella. Oh, mine? Okay.
Yeah. Well, his is the same. So
Yeah, that's fair. I was going with Kane and Jupiter Jones from Jupiter Ascending, but I realized that's just such an awful movie. I can't blame characters for that. The whole thing sucks. So that's not a fair assessment. So going with a movie I love, Dawn of the Dead. I'm annoyed by Andre, portrayed by Mekhi Phifer, because you have got to kill that pregnant wife. You have got to put her down. Having a zombie baby is just the worst thing you can do to a group of people trying to survive a zombie apocalypse.
I agree, but disagree, because I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Oh, I couldn't either. I'd have to have someone else do it.
Yeah,
But I would have
like,
at least told
tough
someone
one.
so they could have done it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that was a wild one. You are not wrong on that one.
I'm just saying. In the context of what it is, because Mekhi Phifer's great. I love Mekhi Phifer. I'm not saying he even did a poor job acting. I was so annoyed that every time I watch that movie, and it's one of my favorites, so rewatching that one pisses me off because I'm always frustrated with him making that decision every time.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. And
Yeah.
and Johnny, to your point, it is a pretty racist character, Jar Jar.
Yeah.
So I get why you're like, he's still the worst.
Sure.
The only thing, my thing was like, I like Ahmad best, and I'm glad that they gave him his like sort of redemption in the Acolyte, not the Acolyte, in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
One of them, whatever one they fucking did. Honestly, they all blend together at this point. They're just not fun. But anyway, number ones. I'm going last because
you're up.
on mine.
I get to be up.
You're up.
Mrs. I'm going to say her last name wrong. Kamadi from The Mist. The over the top Christian bitch.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stand her. Oh my god. I've never wanted to be like, I wish I didn't believe in a god more than when I see her on screen.
If anybody doesn't know who she voted for, I can tell you.
Oh, I can too.
Yep, 100%.
She watches Newsmax every day and just flicks her bean. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jesus, I love you.
Brutal.
She would purge.
All right.
She would.
All right. So for my number one,
Okay.
I went with Mr. Ray Fiennes, one of my, once again, all-time favorite actors. He's a glorious actor, and I will never take anything away from him. But Count Laszlo de Almacy from The English Patient.
I like
Because-
Was he annoying though? I like
Yes.
his character. It was just a terrible.
No, he's
She was more
annoying.
to me.
She was Kristen Scott Thomas.
Yeah, I love.
She was annoying because she didn't put the freaking pillow over his face. She should have.
When they're trapped in the car together in the sand. I'm like, why will this scene end?
Yes, that's the problem. Well, and because he's talking about this, I don't know, the way he comes across is so freaking pompous in that movie that it is annoying to me. And that's probably the reason I can't connect with any characters in that movie. Hence, I despise that movie.
Oh my god, dude! When they're going back to the car real quick because it feels like it's 4 hours long, and the movie's not about people trapped in a car. That's just the scene where they fall in love. It's such a bad movie.
Yeah.
And Desmond, to what you're saying about Winona's Joyce Byers, rewatching the first season, I will say this: it is some of the finest acting. Her neuroticism and erratic behaviors are amazing. She did gradually grow like very frustrating. I love Winona Ryder, but.
She gets grindy in season 3. After Bob, it was hard.
Yeah. They don't write her well. It's not her fault because they did write her well, but now they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just got a little bit cartoonish of itself.
It did. Yeah. It became a parody and it's not as much fun. So Mick, what's your number one?
Kirby Keeger from St. Elmo's Fire, the Emilio Estevez character who will not leave Andy McDowell alone and follows her everywhere, thinking if he just shows up, he deserves her love. He is every Nick Fuentes type idiot motherfucker on the internet talking about how women are the worst because like they don't like me, and it's like grow a pair. Let's grow a pair first, all right? Get the fuck up off your keyboard, your little keyboards. Then you get up and you go to where the women are, and then you clean yourself up. Take a shower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Put the soap in.
Soap,
put some deodorant.
Wash your face,
shut your
brush your
mouth,
teeth.
sir. You put the soap on. You clean yourself. You go out. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Don't talk to women with no brush your teeth, you idiots.
What?
Or maybe they're like, I don't know. You know, I can't understand women these days. But get out there, talk to them, get to know them, be respectful, and they'll be respectful back to you. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, but you will find one. You will find.
But I could just stalk them.
That's illegal, Paul.
Paul, you can't do
Only if you get caught.
Be better.
Don't do what Paul's saying.
Watch Halloween 700 times. You'll figure it out.
Desmond, to your point about Stranger Things, it does get very repetitive.
Yeah.
Not to argue. And Kumar was annoying. But yeah, that Kirby Keeger, he is the worst character, probably, in my opinion, in movie history. He is annoying. He is a stalker. He is a cheap bastard who never really cleans himself.
Yeah.
He's always in that uniform. Now, not Emilio. I like Emilio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're a great actor.
Amazing in Maximum Overdrive.
You love that movie.
I love that movie.
But that's our top 5.
You even kiss like a hero.
We need it. Actually, can I go off on a little tangent?
Yes.
I get in
Please,
trouble.
tangent away. Excellent list, by the way, gentlemen, real quick.
Thank you. I forgot to tell
Thank
you, I've been rewatching Dawson's Creek. So when you said pretentious, I'm sitting there. Dawson Leary's dialogue is fucking insane for a high schooler to be going off on movies that much. Where I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I love it, and I actually semi understand it as an adult. But I'm like, this is bewildering.
You
how
are
much
going to
you think
hate
high
my
schoolers-
take on this. Casey's
Okay,
gonna love
so
it, but you're
real
gonna
quick
hate
though, I loved it because it was Kevin Williamson, and I was a huge fan of his writing. I loved the characters. That was one of my all-time favorite shows. The show started when I was starting high school, so I was able to follow along perfectly, and it was so great. And when I went to parties later in my life as a high schooler, I would actually be that pretentious guy, and had a group of friends where we would all be pretentious together like that, and it was awesome. I reveled in it. But, it wasn't who I was. It was very much so like a put on. And I was always afraid they'd find out. But I'm with you. That was kind of the joy of that series.
Okay. All right. To Casey's point, I can't believe I'm going to say this. This is my take on Dawson's Creek. And Casey and I have talked about Dawson's Creek at length and many times. I watched it too. I wanted to be a filmmaker in high school, blonde hair, blue eyed, and come on. Of course,
and way better looking than Dawson.
And I got called Dawson. You know what? Much credit to James Vanderbeek. He's fighting a good fight right now. We love you. We hope you do well, and you and your family. We wish you the best. It's cancer is a terrible thing. Fuck cancer. We love you, and thank you for playing Dawson. And I know that goes for him, especially. But I never I agree, Paul. It's a lot of words that high schoolers don't use. But what you're not getting, and here's where my conspiracy theory sort of comes into play on Dawson's Creek. It did make everybody start talking like that for a little while. Millennials.
Okay.
And even the Buffyisms, the as ifs, and not the really as ifs, but her Valley Girl type. Those shows really influenced our generation.
Yes.
Dawson's Creek was a huge one. So I have a theory. I think MTV is the reason for the fall of our culture in America. Not from the political side's always been a game, right? That was always going to be there, and it was always going to come to a head. But the divisiveness, the anger, the craziness started with MTV.
MTV News with Kurt Loder?
No, MTV in a whole. And here's why. MTV was the biggest thing to ever come to TV.
Yeah.
I will still say that it probably still is the biggest thing to ever come to TV. It started a revolution. It got the Gen Xers up in arms, ready to party and do their things. Ones that like to listen to mommy and daddy, but be rebels. But now are mommy and daddy and do their biddings. They're the ones that really latched on. Millennials got it when it started to broaden and become more, not as, I don't want to say not hardcore, but it wasn't as hardcore as that 80s, where they're really projecting the sound of the time and stuff like that. We got in the 90s more of the pop culturists of MTV, not just the music, but the shows, Beavis and Butthead, Daria, whole slew of them. I
Young Flux.
Yeah. So, we got these shows that really help shape our ages' minds. And then the Real World.
Yeah, God, real
that
world.
the first season, fine. It's something new. It's reality TV.
Road Rules was cool. That was neat. It was something different.
Sean Duffy runs
Two
the
challenges.
FAA. It's the best.
Jersey Shore.
Fucking, oh my God. If the situation becomes in this administration, I'm going to shoot myself. And I'm not saying that as I understand how important suicide is. I will do it.
Not in your head, just to your arm or something.
No,
just to name yourself.
If I don't care where I'm going at that point, I'm on hell. I'm in hell. I can't do it at that point.
And see, and Mick, I completely agree because you had that Road Rules, Real World stuff, and then you also get My Super Sweet 16, where they have sparkles on the TV, and we see all of these entitled brats getting what they want. Yeah, I'm with you.
Name a reality show that existed before the Real World. And then tell me, after 9/11, how many reality shows dominated every channel on TV?
In the Kitchen with Martha Stewart?
And think about it. It was real people in the beginning. We're getting to see real people, real feelings. No, it wasn't fake at all. But we're getting to see real people. Those people got dumber and dumber.
Yep.
Yeah.
and we were cheering it on and laughing about it, all this mindless shit they were doing, thinking, yeah. And then what most people, no, what you people who love that shit, that's what happened. You became dumber too because you stopped challenging yourself. At least you can make fun of Dawson's Creek and their dialogue, but it made you look up words and understand them.
It was the SAT show.
I don't know. Honey Boo Boo had me look up a lot of shit too.
Yeah, that's I bet. Different. And none of them existed in a dictionary. They existed on the side of an ice cream fucking wrapper. You know, like, what do you want from me? And that's not a fat joke. That's a stupid joke.
No, I get it. One of the things that always blew my mind, especially with Real World, and this is a perfect point, Mick, is I was a huge Real World guy. Boston was one of my favorite seasons ever. New Orleans was fun, but I started to notice that they were a little dumber. And then by the time we got to Hawaii, I lost all interest. I was like, these are just, we're watching a drunken person be destroyed, and these people are just egging it on and fight, and it's stupid.
The Jerry Springers, after Real World, the Jerry Springers started showing up. The Maury who was an actual baby. Maury was an actual fucking journalist.
Yep.
And then look like every time I think about his legacy, and I'm like, I remember when you were a journalist. I remember when there felt like integrity coming from you.
Yep.
And I remember when you had a talk show, and I didn't love those talk shows, the Geraldo Rivera's, the Sally Jesse's, the Phil Donahue's. That was the reality TV before. So I'm not saying these things didn't exist, the influences, but they weren't the mind-bending influences. You didn't have daytime talk shows running around the clock all day on all these channels.
True.
You know, people had to search that out. They put it in our faces. They sold us fear and they sold us stupidity, and too many people bought it.
Yeah, I agree. That's fantastic. That's a wonderful point. I couldn't agree more. Yep.
Now let me see if I can win the next argument we have.
Yeah, I gotta be a judge.
I've given you all your wins.
All right, everybody. We're trying something new here, and it will get better with time because we have other ones that are going to be coming up. But we're trying movie court. And how movie court's going to work is we will have one prosecutor, one defendant. We will have a topic we're going to defend, and one of us will be the judge. It's not always going to be like this. Today, I will be defending Jenny Kern from Forrest Gump on why I think she's not a bad person. In fact, I think she is Forrest Gump's one true love. Casey will be playing the part of the prosecutor, and all of you, objectively probably, but on why she is a terrible person. And this is very impromptu. We had very little to prepare on. Like I learned a couple things, like her last name, and stuff like that.
You're saying guys shouldn't stalk girls, but you just barely learned her last name.
Well, that's the opposite of stalking, Paul. That's actually safe and legal.
So this,
but you had to look up her last name. You didn't talk to her to get it.
She's my client, but she's Paul. But I do think I have a good argument for it. But we are going to, and Paul will be the judge, and all of you. So all of you are willing to, who are willing to join in and share your verdict as well. But Paul, you will have the final say on this, on who wins. Are you biased or not? You have to tell us now. Do you hate this woman? Do you not hate this woman? Are you impartial to it? Are you going to side with Casey? Are you going to side with me? You'll be fired either way.
That's fair.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, feet to the fire, no problems. Be 100% honest. Everything depends on it.
I'll tell you what, you're fired if you pick one of us.
He's just here to keep the peace.
The Hangman's Noose. Jenny
I'm just here to see that bullet in his buttocks. You know what I mean? I just want to see that picture pop up. I don't give a shit about this.
I don't have that picture.
All right, LBJ.
I'm going to get flagged on that one. So, in tradition of our wonderful court system, burden of proof, which is Casey with the prosecution, goes first. So I'm going to mute, and you will start with your opening statement, sir. You have, let's say 3 minutes. How's that? Up to 3 minutes,
perfect.
however long you want.
Right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the court. I do appreciate your time tonight. Now, one of the things we have here on trial is Miss Jenny Curran. She is from Forrest Gump. She is a young lady from Greenbow, Alabama. She is, although her childhood, my good member of the defense here will be bringing up the point that she had a rough childhood, that she struggled through her life. Yet these struggles do not allow her to mistreat our good friend Forrest Gump in the manner in which she did. Now, Jenny is someone who took advantage of a simple man, someone who decided that whenever she was down and she was feeling low, she would turn to him and use him to build herself back up, to get back on her feet, as she had no other stable structures around herself. Therefore, she leaned against the one pillar that she could and found herself destroying him, breaking him down, forcing him to make random wild things through his life, to do incredible things. And yet she only inspired this because she wouldn't stay at home and be with the man who clearly loved her. Then went so far as, when she was finally at her wit's end, after having traveled around and been a hussy and done all of these terrible things, this terrible life she led, she then decided, of all things, that she would, as a sick person, knowing her time was limited, she took it upon herself to heap the burden of her own child upon the one pillar, the one man who had always been good to her. And she decided to use him at the very end of her life to provide her son another life that she could not, and continued this state of usury and dysfunction and malfeasance towards others until her dying day. Thank you very much. I give back the rest of my time.
Well, Your Honor, I'm just a city boy from up north. I'm not a Southern lawyer who understands your ways, but I definitely don't go against them. I think it's a beautiful thing. Family, love, kindness, caring. Treating your fellow man as you'd want to be treated. The golden rule. The golden rule. Now, one thing we don't often talk about when it comes to children of abuse is that children of abuse, they don't understand that. They don't understand family. Not in a caring, loving way like we do. Well, some of us anyway. My client, Jenny Curran, whose name I've known for a very long time, since about 31 years, is a woman. She's a traveled woman. She's seen a lot. She's been through a lot. She's suffered a great deal. I don't know why I'm slipping. I said I was from the north. I don't know why I'm slipping into an accent. I think it's Casey. I think my counterpart has influenced me in such a beautiful way. But I will say this. Who else influenced me is my wonderful client, Jenny Curran, also from the South, Greensboro, Alabama. And I want to say these egregious charges against her for being a horrible person is just that. It's a fluke. Means nothing. It's not real. She is a kind, caring woman, a loving mother, a loving wife. And I would say loved Forrest with all her heart her whole life. She was always in his corner, always cheered for the man, always gave him the advice he needed that helped him get through. Now, I'm going to have plenty to tell you that you can choose from. Like some will say, my counterpart might say, well, she slept with the man who is mentally challenged. She had sex with a man that was mentally challenged. How often can you hear something like that? Not too often. Maybe from my wife, but not too often anywhere else. I will say this, though. Could he consent or not? That would be a big argument in this. Could Forrest consent to sexual relations with the woman that he told he loved that night? That very night before they shared that bed. And I will say this. Jenny may have had sex with Forrest, but he knew what he was doing and he was willing to consent. Why would that man, a Medal of Honor winner, a man who went to college, who ran for his football team, ran for a Congressional Medal of Honor, has met multiple presidents in his life, and is the CEO of a Fortune 500 shrimp company? Could that man who's done all of these things and more really not know what he was consenting to? And did that mean she took advantage of him? Or did he know in his heart of heart he loves her and he told her right? And then when she married him years later and not tell him he had a child, why would she? That man was doing great things. She was ashamed of herself. She didn't feel she deserved that man through years of trauma and abuse. And then when she was dying, she needed to make sure her child was taken care of, and she trusted the only man who was good to her whole life, that boy's father, who would raise him right. She made the right choice, and she spent her final days loving that man until she could breathe no more. That's my opening statement. Thank you for listening. Well, now we get to the presentation of evidence. And Casey, take it away, sir. Why?
Thank you very much. My counterpart here, I do appreciate that very fervent, fiery speech. I could feel it in my soul. And as a man with 6 ex-wives, I completely understand the importance of family very clearly. So one of my biggest points here that I would like to begin with is the fact that although she does come as a victim of abuse, those who are from abusive places tend to become abusive themselves, tend to attempt to use others in such a way that they get what they want. In one such manner, she was able to use Mr. Gump with his incredible intelligence. I take nothing away. He just thinks perhaps a bit different than we do. Very similar here in Alabama. But he also was very considerate and kind and loving, and he had a large heart that he used to make sure that he could do his best for
Objection, conjecture.
Yes, well, we actually see what we can see. And Paulie, what do you say? Is that hold up, Judge, Your Honor?
No, there's no objection here.
You're overruling me?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
By
So,
a Southern court.
as I continue to say, Greensboro represented. So, as I continue to say, one of the other things she did was she also was someone who used, knowing that she had this love of this man, that she could use his shelter, such as running away from a strip club where she worked as a hussy, trying to get her music out there and showing all that God gave her. And she exceptionally managed to, that night when she was low, as she was struggling, and she saw him there, she used that to her advantage, and she took advantage of that man, knowing he was a loving man. She did not take advantage of his mind and put something by him. She took advantage of his heart. And that is a crime far greater. Now, we also have another point in which we can see that she does take advantage of him as she takes him to a Black Panther party to use him as a sort of a display piece, something you bring on to show, look at this friend of mine who happens to be in the military in his full regalia. When he stood up for her honor to defend her, she sided with the other man who had violated her.
No, objection. That's not true. What do you say?
We will pull that from the record. I will have you witnesses strike that from the record.
Oh,
Understood. I will also bring up then my third and final point. I think one of the most important points of all. Where was the proof that this was his child? She allowed him to believe it was without ever actually having any evidence at all. So I leave it there. I think we can see that Jenny Curran is a monster of a person.
I think that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard from a Southern.
You will refrain from using vulgar language in this courtroom, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I get heated under the collar sometimes. It's a Jersey thing. That's just what happens to us. As a child of said abuse, who does not abuse their child, I would like to point out that many people have broken the cycle over the years, and we have to give them much credit. Cheers to you. And I think Jenny broke that cycle because young Forrest Jr. was a very good boy. And she loved that boy. And she cared for him. And he reminded her of his father. In fact, she dressed him like his father. She told him about his father. She was ready for him to meet his father. But his father was not ready for him. And I have to say, you bring up points. Will I say good ones? No, because that would help your case. And I don't want to do that. So I'll say this. To your points, did she take advantage of Forrest? Let's see. Did she bring him to a Black Panther party? Or did he follow her, as he always did his whole life since she gave him that seat?
Objection, speculative.
Not speculative. Your Honor, it's not speculative. She took him to that party. He did not know where they were going. They were walking around after she ran to him with love after seeing him on that stage. They walked all night. They talked all night, lovingly, caringly for each other. And I will tell you this. She went to the party to introduce her friend who won the Congressional Medal of Honor, somebody who spoke at their rally that day. And you know what? After her abusive boyfriend, who is very much like her father, still the cycle of abuse is attacking Jenny's life, as it does so many women in this country and all over the world that we need to protect. I will say this. She told him to go and left with Forrest. Because if you remember, they stayed together all night until the next morning. Now, did she leave with that other guy? Yes, but I say to you, why? How do we dissect that? Of course, she left with the man who controlled her mind through abuse and through manipulation. Of course, this is how it hit. Of course, this is what she is subjected to and become. She's lived a hard life. Now, does this justify her sleeping with Forrest? I say it does. No man ever told her that they loved her, not even her father in a good way. But Forrest told her. And that night she felt it. And that night she went into that room and wanted to be with a man who truly loved her. And when she escaped that next day, it's because she felt that she did not deserve that man. She didn't deserve one iota of that good heart, that love that she has been so fearful of accepting, because the love she's always accepted in her life from every man has always come at a price of violence, pain, manipulation, and hurt. So she ran. And when she ran, she realized, not only am I pregnant with Forrest's baby, but she became sick with hepatitis C, a disease that at that time could have killed her, and did. But thankfully, she redeems herself. She writes to Forrest. She says, if you want to see me, come to me. And he does, bus by bus, bus stop by bus stop, story by story. He does. And when he sees her, he accepts her with open arms. And if Forrest trusts the love for Jenny, who are we to argue? I rest my case. Now,
So no closing argument?
Closing argument time. My friend, I bend to your closing argument. Let's see what you got.
My sir, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for that once again impassioned speech. It is a delight, as always, to share the courtroom with you, as you are one of the most fervent lawyers, especially a Jersey man. It's impressive to see as you come down here carpetbagging in our Alabama township. So now, as I continue, speaking of people who use and carpetbag, we return to Jenny Curran, who throughout her life, she had a journey. She made choices, and as we all do, as we go through life, we have many choices to make. The excuses we put before ourselves are generally ways to make us feel better about the choices we've made, such as Jenny getting hepatitis C from heavy drug use. Perhaps it was from her promiscuity, with her inability to stay with one person, with her inability to find a stable relationship while on a journey to find herself. During this self journey, she didn't care about anyone else. She did not take into consideration anyone else or the damage she might be doing to such a kind soul. The fact that she was putting herself in a place where she was absolutely aligning herself against the very ideals that the man that loved her unconditionally, she was placing conditions upon it, and the conditions upon herself that would drive her to these terrible acts, to these despicable manners of holding herself and handling herself in such a negative way. She was selfish and thoughtless, and she continued to use people to either drive towards a musical career that obviously did not pan out, whether to drive herself towards taking care of her son. The reasons need not matter. It's the fact that she continued to be a user. She spent the better part of her life always relying on others until she could jump to the next one, until life itself did not allow her to jump because she died of a horrific injury, self-inflicted, that she did to herself, and forced Forrest not only to help raise her son, but to watch the woman he loved wither away and die, to watch her not getting the best years of her life, but the mere scraps at the end of her misery and her sadness and her soul-sucking, pathetic writhing on the table, lifeless, and he was there for that. She is a bad person, and what she has done is unforgivable. It will not be tolerated. So I ask the court and the jury to please be mindful of these facts, although my friend will continue to put it on other people and force other people to be the problem, and for us to look at them. The simple fact is Jenny Curran never took responsibility for her own actions and failed miserably, only to put all of her responsibilities into another man's lap. I thank you for your time. I rest my case.
Well, promiscuity. That's a word that gets thrown around quite easily. It's a biblical word, not really a law word, because there's nothing against the law with it. So I come down to the South, the loving South, the South of God, the people who come out and they love their people. And this woman from Alabama, what kind of love are we talking about here? Kind of neighbor are we embracing here and taking care of? Sounds just like her father. Sounds just like every man she ever met that used her. This is a woman with strength. This is a woman who came up on her own through the abuse. This is a woman who came up and saw so much hell in her life, but still dug through it. She made a life for herself. And let me tell you something. When did we stop liking sex? When did we become so uptight? I mean, we're three men who are red-blooded and love a good lovin', consensually speaking, of course, which this was between Jenny and Forrest. Again, I argue that the man did run and save his entire unit in Vietnam. You gonna tell me that man can't consent to a little nookie? He don't want that sex? That man was not only an all-American football player. That man was not only a highly decorated with the Congressional Medal of Honor and a Purple Heart Army veteran of the Vietnam War.
Your Honor, objection. We're losing the point here.
This is not about
Forrest Gump.
Hey, it's over. You had evidence to object to. Forrest Gump was a man who was a sailor. He became a shrimp boat captain. Now, what is something we know about the locker rooms of a football team, the unit in the military, and rich people who are also sailors? They all love sex. So what I'm saying to you is, what did Jenny do wrong? She gave the man a child that he loved and could raise and be a part of his life. She gave the man love, married him. She had been there, gave him advice his whole life, gave him a seat to sit down when nobody else would because of the braces on his legs. And that man who did all of those things and does understand sex. He's been around. He's been around the world, man. Let me tell you, I've been around. But if he let it fit, then you must acquit. That's all I'm going to say. Close. That's the end of my argument. We have basically satisfied with her life. Yeah, the problem with this is the case is not she's not a bad person.
I mean, it's the 70s, bro. That was the problem, or I guess the 80s.
Fair. I think it ended in 85. Like I think that was like the last year for that. But we put up our good arguments, I would say. We did get a not guilty from Desmond in the comments. I didn't see anybody else. Now, it is ultimately your choice, Paul.
Thank God. So after deliberation from both of your cases, I would like to make some comments myself before I tell you my choice.
Oh boy.
The woman ran away more times than the plot of Fast and Furious. She hopped into more vans than a UPS driver. She switched boyfriends faster than Forrest ever said. Mama says that's not very ladylike. Sex is okay. People are allowed to. But she was a human beta tester from Alabama to Woodstock. The defense has not provided a DNA test to prove that Forrest Gump is the father.
I have him right here.
We do not know that.
Where's your bailiff? Come get him.
I don't know where he is. He's on a smoke break. It's 12:30.
Alabama.
Objection. The prosecution never got this evidence. Clearly, it cannot be admissible.
Prosecution has provided that this has been a pattern of her using him only when she is in middle of life crises and when no one else will be with her because she has used others as well. I find the defendant guilty.
In your face. Yes.
Well, Jenny,
first one, baby.
Well, Jenny, we got the audience's vote.
I hear you, Desmond. You know what's sad is I game with Desmond and I've been spelling his name wrong this whole time. This whole time. So my bad.
Oh, does he play Phasmophobia too? I don't get invited anymore. Dude, did I tell you what we want to do for Faz? What I want to do for Faz? I want to do a live with it.
Oh God, I have to watch my mouth.
We pick up. No, I don't care. We pick up a big one, like a High Point lighthouse or the prison or something. We all go in with what we can grab, whatever we get, and we hide.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
And then you have to try and figure it out and survive. The loser, don't agree to it until you hear what the loser has to do.
Oh, I'm waiting.
The loser has to start a Grindr account and get an elected official to message them back before they can delete it.
Oh, no problem.
I feel like you have one and you know where they are.
Yeah, Paul's already got an answer, man.
I got a beautiful cock and I got nice feet. I ain't worried about that. Like what?
I hate you so much for making Jenny guilty. You're such a misogynist. He just took his way.
I'm from North Carolina. Like what'd you expect?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm very happy. I think I presented a hell of a case. I felt
like I did. I
honestly, did. No.
I
You
swear
did an honorable job. You did honorable.
I'm not being a dick. I thought I presented a better case. I thought I had it with spelling out the consent thing. That's why. But I'm not saying I did. Clearly, I didn't.
But see, that's the thing is I was able to use that pattern of behavior. Yeah. So I understand you focus on the consent, which is a good spot, but I went pattern of behavior because I didn't call him. I was able to kind of beat your case up a little bit because I doubled down on the fact that yes, I agree. Gump is intelligent. Like I didn't play that angle.
Fuck. You're right. I went the wrong argument with it, but I kind of settled on that. I was like, I'm going to go this route. I think it really. I went over the jury.
Yeah, no, the jury's on your side. That's awesome.
If it was a real case, she'd be free.
I demand a bench trial.
I have other ones I want to do too. Like
these are fun. I love these because doing these are always fun with the characters that are difficult to kind of side with. Like, I think there's a couple of them out there that we could have fun with this. I mean, I'm down for the babysitter. We could ask, is Samara Weaving really a hero?
She is.
I mean,
because they spell it out for the sequel.
In the second one, absolutely.
And Samara Weaving, she's amazing.
She's amazing.
I'm not even talking about how beautiful she is. She's just like, I love her acting. Eenie Meenie, she did a great job. I can't wait for Ready or Not 2.
Azazel was incredible. I love it. Oh man,
so good, dude.
Yeah, her facial expression, she just emotes so well. There's something about we always get this phenomenal set of Australian actresses. Every 10 years, there's a new set that comes in, and I'm a fan. I hope that keeps
she's
going.
a Margot Robbie lookalike.
Exactly. Yeah. And before that, we had the Nicole Kidman, Naomi Watts. You know?
Oh yeah. There's always that. But with her being a lookalike though, because like I feel like Margot Robbie has like a million lookalikes, and all of them but Samara Weaving was in Barbie. And I don't mind it. I don't care or anything. But Samara Weaving's my favorite out of those. Out of the, Casey has a lot of clones everywhere. Margot Robbie does too. I think we found who you're supposed to be with. One of her clones.
I'm down. Where is the Margot Robbie clone that's been looking for a man?
Margot Robbie clown.
Does she have
a Margot Robbie clown would be terrifying. That's the scariest thing.
Clown. It's her. Exactly, except she wears Juggalo type makeup
all the time.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't know how to live my life because I don't know if I could be with a Juggalo. I don't know about that life, man.
Listen.
Hey, at least they're not in terrorist group anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
They're not. Finally, you know what?
Yeah, I think.
Fuck you for making them a terrorist group because they were never a terrorist group. And I had a friend who lost her job for that.
What?
And
terrible.
You know her too. We'll talk about it after. But she lost her job for that, and it was bullshit. So fuck that shit.
No, Juggalos are fantastic people. I've always loved Juggalos. They're some of the sweetest, kindest, coolest group of people that are just odd. That's all. And I'm a little odd. So yeah, it works.
It's no odd than like Sex Pistols fans.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean,
or Fish fans. God, Fish fans are fucking weird.
Kiss fans.
Fish.
Yep.
No, I was just adding to it. Like Kiss fans, like with their dressing up and shit. But it's a thing. Like I think it's so stupid. Like it's not like they were going out and actually doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, I was confused. I happened to be listening to ICP at a gas station. Someone was like, "That's a terrorist group," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Then I look it up, and I was like, "Wait, what is happening?"
Yeah, it was because the way they would gather, and people said there was destruction of property after the gathering, and that's kind of what it came down to. Or they were intimidating, and it's like, but did you actually talk to them? Because if you talk to them, you find out they're pretty cool, just not.
I've had zero altercations with ICP, or juggalos, and I've never had one be like, "Wait till we roll up with my juggalos."
Yeah,
that's happened. Zero.
I've never been a fan of ICP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of their music. I'm not a fan of their lifestyle, and it's not I'm not saying I'm not a fan, so fuck them. I'm saying I'm just not a fan. Like there's just things I don't. Yeah. I'm not a big Kenny G guy. Like I could say that too. So,
I hate Mozart,
but like, don't label their fans terrorists. This is ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's like striking a boat twice. You're such an idiot. I meant like when you got a speedboat and you accidentally hit like another boat.
Yeah, of course.
Did I tell you about that?
Jesus Christ.
Wait. Sorry.
Paulie Egg's death over here.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the brick wall's all that's left. He's like, I gotta go.
Oh my God. You mean you ran one boat into another? Let's give you a FIFA Peace Prize.
Dude, hold on. The fact that FIFA, an organization that is the least peaceful, that is all about like, your country wants to enslave people so you can build stuff. Cool, do it. Like the fact that they use and wield their power like an evil corporate magic wand can give someone a peace prize with a straight face is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, because they are absolutely not that kind of organization. Are they about togetherness and about bringing countries together? The event they put on does that, but them themselves as the organization are monsters and terrifying, and it's just hilarious to me that happened. Okay, off my box.
That's it. I'm not. No argument. Paul's like, I want a prize chocolate in it.
That's a tea. I like that. They should be on the Golden Globes.
I do want to point out, first of all, thank you, Desmond, for saying that. We had fun with you being here. It's a good time.
Appreciate it.
And then Johnny, to this, yes, one of the ideas which I'm going to write down now, because I wrote down some ideas, which is an argument for black and white movies.
Okay.
Should we see more of them? Another one was, can you be too obsessed with movies? And the other one is, was Killmonger right?
I really want to defend that one, but I also will be okay being a judge because I think the Killmonger one should be next. I like the character stuff.
Okay.
I think that's a lot of fun.
Maybe we'll do that one closer to when Doomsday's coming out.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Can we readdress with Christmas coming up? If Die Hard's a movie, I'll fight you on that again.
You want to do one for Christmas?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to just do another movie? I was going to do which Christmas catastrophe would you choose? It was like a choose your own adventure.
Oh, that's really cool. We could probably let's start with that one because I really like that idea of choose your own adventure.
All right. But we can do maybe we'll do the week after if we all agree on the 26th. Maybe we'll do a movie for it because I like that idea.
Yeah,
it's a good one, Paul. So Die Hard.
It's gonna be tough. You guys crucify me every time, but I got this.
Well, you're defending it then.
Oh, you're absolutely defending. Yeah.
Who wants to be the prosecutor on that one?
Oh, Mick, you've got to fight for that one. Well,
I agree with it though. Oh man, so I have to be like I'm about to prove some points.
Yeah, well, I think
job either way.
I think that would be a fun one to watch you guys go at it for. I would really enjoy that and to play judge there. Yeah, I'm down.
Fine.
So I'm defending that it's not a Christmas movie, correct? I'm just making sure.
You're defending it's not a Christmas movie?
Yeah, he's saying it's not a Christmas movie. So
I'll defend it's a Christmas movie. I'm gonna win
that. You think that? I got the gift of gab.
Maybe we'll do a special because I really want to do that episode.
Yeah, I'll give him. I really want to do the ones in the back. That works good. Worked good for Bill. I got this.
Okay. All right. Well,
that's actually a good idea. We could just make next weekend, if it works for you guys, a super extendo version because I don't have to work. So
okay,
and then we can slap that on the end.
We could do two episodes.
Yeah,
back to back. And then I'll cut them up. Special short episode because the week after that is our Christmas party, the 19th.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a mixtape episode.
Yep.
So. What Christmas songs? And I know you hate Christmas, so it's going to be an interesting one.
But I love the songs. That's a fucked up part. My employees don't get that at all at the lot because all we listen to is Christmas music. And they're like, "You hate Christmas, but you're singing every fucking song." I'm like, "The music is awesome. Just hate Christmas."
Because he remembers getting a steak and having to be grateful for it.
Yeah.
Where did the priest touch you on Christmas that you hate?
It was the angel.
Oh my god! Shit. I forgot about that till now. Wow.
Oh my god! I hope I didn't just Pandora's box of trauma.
Paul was actually laid at the manger as a 7-year-old boy and told to wait until his mom came to pick him up, and she forgot him. So he just hated Christmas ever since. I'm going to create like 50 different scenarios of why Paul hates Christmas now.
Yeah.
Paul, were you found on Christmas?
Nah, that'd be cool though. That could have been.
I know you weren't found, but in my mind,
you know what? My story of my life is kind of like Moses. So like,
I want to know.
Like I floated across, Central America to good old Pennsylvania.
Thank God
up the Erie River, and my mom scooped me up out of a basket and was like, "I got you."
Oh my God, I love your mom.
I love my mom.
I'm not arguing that, and I believe that she did catch you in a basket and brought you inside.
She totally would.
Can we make up a story for you?
Yeah,
like I want to make up a Christmas story. Paul's birth. He was birthed, and then it became a road trip adventure.
Yes.
Of like, I don't know, someone figure out who. And Paul is a baby.
So
getting
Paul,
from Honduras to North Carolina.
Paul was actually the love child of Santa and his mistress, but he was dumped from the sleigh on a Christmas night, and then retrieved by people who were going cross country, perhaps someone a la Nick Cage in Lost in Paradise, and then Trapped in Paradise, and then
Paradise, yep. Oh my God! And then like the ref shows up. Dennis Leary shows up. I love it. Oh, it's so good. All right, it is that time though, ladies and gents, because poor Casey has shit to do.
Word.
I have. Oh wait, where's the thing? Where's the big thing?
I have to be up at 4. Why is my face so big?
Your face is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's happening. I hate this thing. I'm so bad
I
at
don't know what's happening.
I hate a dry cock too. I feel that, man.
it.
It's a full-on dry dick feeling.
All right, I gotta go over here, I guess. So there we go.
Hey.
I figured it out. It's there. We're gonna get started on our final segment of the night, and of course, that is now we're back to it after 3 months. Mixed movie picks, not Sturdy's, not Trevor's, and I got 3 for you, a 3-fer, and
Trace.
it all starts right here with Christmas with the Cranks, which is our Does It Suck episode for this week. This movie has a very special place in my heart. I love it. I don't think it's a great movie by any means. It's a very silly and kind of weird movie, but I watched it one year when I was completely by myself for Christmas, and it just made me feel good. So it became sort of a staple every year. But I did it for Does It Suck? So you'll have to go listen to that and see if I do think it sucks, but I do have an affinity for it. And next up, our classic film reviews. From last week, we had Home Alone, and this week we have Home Alone 2. And of course, with our classic film reviews, we go a little more in depth with the behind the scenes and how it was made, things like that, before we get to my full review and feelings on it. These were both given to us by our Patreon member, Bronson Wright Wolf. Thank you so much, Bronson. We appreciate your support. We appreciate all your support over at Patreon. You can all request movies to review, but Bronson, these have been some really fun ones. Stay tuned, because all of our classic film reviews for the month have been chosen by him. So thank you. So you can check out our classic film review, or Does It Suck, of Christmas with the Cranks, which is out now. Of course, our classic film review of Home Alone and Home Alone 2. And before we get started with our final segment, we also have some shows out this week that I think you'll enjoy. It's our Discovering Horror, Blair Witch horror. We get in depth with the movies and teach you a few things for all the horror newcomers. Our review of Die My Love is up. Eternity, keeper. Mm-hmm. Carpenter's Son, which arguably was a very good movie and I enjoyed, but Nick Cage had issues, which is hard for me to say. But Film Definitions with Mick. This is a new segment where I pick out a definition of film, and I'm going to pick out an easy one because I know Casey's got to go for tonight. So, production camera. We'll go there. Why not? Let's learn what production camera is. A motion picture camera employed in a studio or on location during shooting and differentiated from the process cameras employed for matte shots, bipack printing, and optical printing. That is dated. It's very dated. But that's our show, everybody. I want to say thank you to my fellow co-hosts for hanging out with us and having a good old time. And I think we did a really good argument today for Jenny, and she should have won, but you guys suck.
Whatever. I don't even use that word like that, but I'm gonna call her a tart.
She was a tart. Absolutely.
Jenny she was not a tart.
Right.
She
totally was a tart, bro.
She was a free-spirited woman who lived her life to her full. You know what bothers me? I am Jenny.
I mean, look,
think about my life.
I'm Jenny too. And this is why it was really hard to do this. It was easy to craft the argument. And especially when you decided to stick with your argument, I was like, well, I can turn that. But the fact that I agree, for years I hated Jenny. She was terrible. And then finally I turned. And I have to say, she's not bad. She's not a bad person. She's living her life. Mm-hmm. And I agree that she really loved Forrest. It just took her a while to get her head out of her ass. And
but to that point, think about it before we go and say our goodbyes. But to think about that point and not knowing you agree, she never wanted to accept that love that he was always trying to give her because she was fearful. She's like, I'd be taking advantage.
Yep.
That's how she treated it with kid gloves. Like, I'd be taking advantage. I just worry about you. I care about you. Mm-hmm. But he was the only man to say, I love you to her and mean it.
And mean it. Yep.
Yep. So like, I think by that point, her seeing such empty love from everyone and abusive love in most cases was finally at this point where like that's the first man she accepted versus gave to. Like her father took, all these men really took advantage of her and her vulnerable states and stuff like that. He didn't. He gave her shelter and just told her I love her without any expectation of sex or anything like that. She gave herself to Forrest. She's the only man she really ever did, besides her son, which in giving herself to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck you guys for life sentences.
Well, it's easy when they're dead.
Well, 40 years later, Jenny, we hardly knew you. She did die in 1985. But before we go, you guys got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Just want to say thanks as always. It's been a pleasure. This is a great time. And tune in next week to see how crazy and adventurous we get.
That's a good point. I like that. How about you, Paul?
Hey, you guys, I know it's cold and everything. Look out for each other. Bundle up appropriately. Dress appropriately. If you're in North Carolina, bring 4 pairs of clothes because you're going to get all seasons throughout the whole day. Fucking sucks. Keep listening. Keep loving the magic of movies. Keep watching. Keep your head up. Let us know any good movies you ended up finding because I know sometimes we vent about movies that were supposed to be good that weren't good, but sometimes they fly under the radar for me.
Right? That's such a great point. It's like if we had a show that really did that, it would make all the difference.
Get out of here.
It would make all the difference for us. If
we do love finding the gems. I'm just saying.
If we had a show that started,
God bless it,
3 years ago.
The final thing I'm going to say is Jenny's a slut.
Hey-o. And be kind to yourself and be kind to each other.
All right. We just went through this, but it was nice sentiments all the way till that. I'm going to say this. I have to say the spiel part of it. Guys, please subscribe. Please like the videos. Please comment along. Hang out with us. Have a good old time. It's very important. Helps us in the algorithm. Helps us grow. Helps us get to a point where we're part of the partnership in YouTube. I don't know how we're not there yet with all the goddamn videos. And it's, we also have a Patreon. We'd love for you to come and support us. It all goes back into running the channel and stuff like that. So we just truly appreciate it. You also get some perks, like Bronson uses the requests. He gets 5 requests a month. You can do that too. So we love for you to be a part of that and things like that. So thank you guys so much. You can follow us at the Scene Snobs all over social media and at Letterboxd, which our written reviews are there as well. Be sure to check out the channel. We got a lot more reviews coming out. We got a lot of great things happening. And the show's live every Friday at 8:30. So next week we're going to be doing which Christmas catastrophe, choose your own Christmas catastrophe. And we were probably going to do another movie court, which will be fun. And our Christmas party, which is coming up, which I'm very excited for, which we're going to do a mixtape episode. That's always fun ones to do. And I would love to do like a top 10 of the year or top 5s of the year if you guys are up for it, a recorded episode.
Absolutely.
For the new year. But yeah, guys, thank you again for watching. Take care of yourselves. That's important. Be kind, rewind, and we'll talk to you soon.